What's going on, Genius Nation? It's your man, Dr. Will, and this is the Daily Genius. Wherever you are in the world, I'm so happy that you're here with us today. Hope your day is started off fantastic. Listen, this is episode number 71. Can you guys believe that? We're almost to 100 episodes. We're almost to 100 episodes on this 365-day journey. For those of you that are watching this outside our private Facebook group, Genius Nation, when I talk about Genius Nation, I'm talking about 1,000 plus individuals that are committed to becoming the best versions of themselves and creating a life that they love. So I invite you to become a part of Genius Nation. Simply after watching this video, go over to Facebook, find Genius Nation, our private group, and join. It's free. Inside the group, we want to offer you inspiration, motivation, tips and tools and strategies to help you become the best version of yourself and to create your best life. So I want to talk to you today. We've talked about how we plan for our week, and I've talked to you about this concept of game day, like the day that you need to be on. So maybe you're giving a presentation. Like for me, today is game day. I have a speaking engagement. So it's game day. And it got me thinking about an interview that I watched maybe 15 years ago with Pat Riley. And for those of you who don't know Pat Riley was a longtime coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. He's now the president of the Miami Heat. And during this interview, the interviewer asked Pat Riley, what was the difference between great players like Magic Johnson, players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, players like Michael Jordan? They asked Pat Riley, what was the difference? What made these players great? And Pat Riley began to break down this great illustration. And he says, the difference was Magic Johnson, Kareem, and Jordan, they operated in game excellence where most people was looking to have a good game. Oh man, that's powerful. And he began to break it down. He says, see, you can have a good game every now and then. You can have a good game every now and then. But he says, what separated the good from the great was game excellence. He says, Magic and Kareem and Jordan, every single game, they did something spectacular. Every single game, they did something amazing. Every single game, they came with their A game. He came with their A game. He says it wasn't sporadic. It wasn't game number 1, you had a good game. Game number 22, you had a good game. He said the consistency in how they operated, the consistency in how they showed up, the consistency in how they brought their A game is what made all three of them Hall of Famers. And so my question for you, are you showing up with game excellence every single time? Every single time, no matter what. Pat Riley said it didn't matter to them. Like, I've heard people explain, you play to your level of competition. So if your competition is not that good, then you really don't play that well. But Pat Riley said, nope, for these Hall of Famers, it didn't matter no matter who they were playing. If they were playing a team that had lost every single game, Jordan was still going to show up the same way. Magic was still going to show up the same way. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was still going to show up the same way. And so I tell our speakers all the time, it doesn't matter whether there's one person in the audience or whether there's 10,000 people in the audience, you need to show up, and you need to show up with your A game. So that's my question for you. Are you showing up with game excellence every time you step on the court? Are you showing up the best version of yourself? That's something to think about. If you want to be talked about amongst the greats, the baddest of the baddest, then you need to show up with game excellence. All right, guys, Go out there today and do something amazing. Go out there and be special today. Go out there and show up with game excellence. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius.